What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to focus in on the NHL's realignment that's been approved by the Board of Governors. I kind of like it. There's some parts. One thing I love is that the Bruins are in the same division as the Lightning, my two teams, and also Detroit Red Wings. And I obviously love when they play Detroit. But same thing with Detroit. I'm really upset that they don't get to play Chicago as often as they do. Or, I mean, even Nashville, but definitely Chicago is one of the most historic rivalries in hockey. And that's a rivalry that transcends hockey, I think, because you look at the rivalry the Lions and Bears have, the Tigers and White Sox, and definitely the Pistons and Bulls, going back to the bad boy Pistons, keeping Michael Jordan win the championship back in the day. But, it's definitely, it's going to be interesting. And then the Southeast Division, being broken up, Winnipeg going back in the West, which should be, the way it should be. And even going so far as what's going to happen with Phoenix down the line. What happens if they move to Quebec? How does it get realigned there? So it's pretty interesting. Division A, they're calling it, is Anaheim, Calgary, Edmonton, LA, Phoenix, San Jose, and Vancouver. But you lose the Pacific Division rivalry of Dallas with the California teams and Phoenix. I like it all in the same time zone, I'm pretty sure. Colorado's in Central Division, or Division B, with the Blackhawks, Stars, Minnesota, Nashville, St. Louis, and Winnipeg. The old, was it North Division? Was it West? That was Winnipeg and the Minnesota North Stars in that division. And then, the Bruins are in Division C with four of the six original six teams, with the Bruins, Wings, Habs, Leafs, Sabres, Panthers, Senators, and Lightning. And then Division D, which is kind of like the Mid-Atlantic / Central, with Columbus, Carolina, Washington, and the Devils, Islanders, Rangers, Flyers, and Penguins, so the old Atlantic Division. I mean, it is what it is. I think it's probably the best for travel arrangements. And before you say, why the Florida teams in the same division as New England, as Boston, Montreal, and Detroit, all the snowbirds are down there. That attracts a huge crowd. I mean, that had to have been part of the reason behind it. But I think it's all things happen for a reason. And let me talk about it more in a year after we get to see what it looks like. And the Players Association already given the consent to play on a new alignment. And then it also ensures all 30 teams play in all 30 arenas at least once a season. NBA does that. That makes sense. I think it's, if you're a Celtics fan, you want to see the Lakers in town. If you're a Miami Heat fan, you want to see the Lakers, Clippers, whoever, in terms of rivalries, inter-conference rivalries. And I think that's definitely, that's warranted. I think it's, I don't think they've had that since before the lockout, where every team's played everyone on their home ice, which is cool. And, divisional play, I like that they cut back on divisional play, because, as much as I love when the Bruins play the Habs, playing 6 times a year, but only play, LA once, in normal years, obviously not playing LA at all, with the godforsaken lockout, but, mixed bag so far. I can't give you a definitive answer in my opinion on it, 'cause I want to see how it plays out. I want to see how the travel works, how the players like it, what rivalries form. If the Bruins and Red Wings form a rivalry, that'd be awesome, but losing that Chicago-Detroit rivalry is just And then, the odds of having 2 original 6 teams in the finals is a long shot. Because they have to be Chicago, and then, Chicago odds I'll be in the finals this year. But anyway, that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the NHL realignment. Stay tuned for episodes through the season and beyond. Later, guys.